Hi, my name is Max. I recently completed a 21-day hike from Melbourne to my home village of Woollahra near Mudgee in the central west of New South Wales. The 820 odd kilometres allowed me to experience a wide variety of different environments which provided a first-hand view of their current status. The goal was to promote climate change awareness initiatives and raise funding for the facilitation of climate conversations. Today I'll be talking to you about my experiences and how these regions are being impacted by climate change now and into the future. Walking through lush green forests in the Yarra Ranges, where temperatures drop below zero throughout the night and mornings with light snow cover, to the flat farmlands of the Riverina and the dry, mountainous parts of central western New South Wales. I was able to witness a serious lack of water, paddock after paddock of individual crops with minimal tree cover, deep channels carved due to erosion, visibly degraded soils from overuse of stock, and monocultures were taking over where previous diverse ecologies existed. The once mighty Turon River had been reduced to a trickle, and finishing the journey in the Bylong Valley, drier and browner than I have ever seen it, seemed to really demonstrate the dire situation of the Riverina, Central West and New South Wales as a whole. Looking at the different bioregions' current and predicted future climate scenarios allows for the development of adaptive management techniques. First up, the Riverina is a region that contains a strong seasonal cycle. That is, hot summers and cold winters. It is predicted to be one of the most severely impacted regions due to climate change. This is due to reduced snowfalls, increasing temperatures, decreases in river flows, and variation in the distribution and volume of rainfall. According to the New South Wales Local Land Services, the region is predicted to experience a major decrease in rainfall in spring, autumn and winter of up to 50% and an inverse increase in rainfall during the summer of up to 20%. The reversal of seasonal rainfall patterns is likely to cause a reduction in vegetation cover due to overall drier conditions which increases soil erosion. Further, with wet weather events predicted to increase during the summer, storm intensity will increase, therefore exacerbating the problem. The effect on ecosystems is set to be profound, most notably on those ecosystems and wetlands that are currently impacted. Nutrient cycling and ecosystem productivity will see major declines, and entire ecosystem types are highly likely to disappear. The central western region of New South Wales is currently experiencing and is projected to face continued increases across all temperature indices, with the current warming mean at 1.2 degrees Celsius greater than 1950. The number of hot days are expected to rapidly increase, as are heat waves. The current drought status has been projected to intensify, and a global agricultural drought has been forecasted by mid-century. This has been based off increases in evapotranspiration, changed rainfall distribution, and increased temperatures. Based on my experience, the chances for increased fire within these regions were ranging. The Riverina contained large swathes of cleared area being utilised for stock or crops and therefore a lower amount of fuel. Bradstock stated that in some semi-arid regions, a drying climate can potentially reduce fire hazards due to a reduction in the available fuel. Central West contained more fuel stock due to a larger region of tree cover and national parks. Agricultural productivity in these regions is likely to decrease significantly with increased climate change impacts, the main agricultural uses being broadacre cropping and livestock. Quantity of feedstock will decrease, as will the quality, due to the decreased foliar nitrogen concentration from elevated carbon dioxide. So what can be done in these regions to adapt and mitigate climate impacts being currently felt and those coming into the future? Locally, agroforestry should be used to reduce soil erosion, especially in riparian areas and drainage channels. Further, it can help to enhance native habitats and biodiversity. Tree rows provide shelter and act as a windbreak, which again reduces erosion and crop damage. Natural resource managers must understand the importance of regional and rural areas in providing the ecosystem services required for an increasingly urbanised population. There is a need to provide multi-level governance that enhances private landowners' valuation of ecosystem services. This would allow for such private landowners in these regions to benefit commercially from the enhancement and protection of ecosystem services. A decentralized decision-making system that is closer to the local community will help to build the adaptive capacity of such a region. This is attributed to the management of natural resources being undertaken through matching the scale of ecological and social processes with the scale of governance. Regional bodies must promote to land managers the need for revegetation, the establishment of perennial vegetation, the use of minimum or zero tillage cropping, soil remediation, the need to improve the efficiency of water distribution systems, moisture monitoring, and irrigation practices. The issue of irrigation was reinforced during the hike when I noticed the number of center pivot irrigation systems operating in the middle of the day during high temperatures. Climate change must be treated as an emergency, and action must be taken from all levels of government and regional natural resource managers together. The transformation must be made in all sectors across Australia, including agriculture, energy, transport, industry, and residential, in order to build resilience and mitigate or adapt to a changing climate. Thank you.